I grew up in Oxford, so I know it quite well. And yeah, it's just amazing. It's one of the best places for a band to be, I think.
Get Radio Breakfast with Rich Smith.
The culmination of Band Week is chatting to a band this week who I don't think we've spoken to. So we're going to be on a voyage of discovery together. What I do know from our good friends Rich and Deadly, who do Melting Pot, is that they are awesome. And that's the best introduction I can give to you to Suspire. Good morning, everyone. Morning.
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 Morning. Right, just to qualify this, okay, I've just chatted to Emily just briefly before we went on air. Emily, just tell everyone where you were last night.
We're currently in Brighton. Today we're off to London. We're all in a hostel right now, having had a bit of a night out and feeling it, I think. So
yeah, I've got that hungover husk.
Do you know what? I actually, we've not had this on Band Week this week. We've spoken to loads of bands, and I've had bands that have kind of had late nights and bands that sort of got up early in the morning. I've not had the proper rock and roll. We're out last night, and we've got up for the interview this morning. So for me, I'm just giving you a little round of applause and saying thank you so much for that. Thank you. That's a great thing. That's a great thing. Well, look, guys. Seeing this is our first time chatting. I want to kind of introduce you to a new set of people, a new set of ears, breakfast show people, maybe a little bit different to the night owls and what have you. Just dive in and just explain the origins of the band, kind of where you are musically, what you're all about. I will let whoever wants to take the floor with that one.
We all met in Oxford, which is where we're kind of based. That's how it all started. We're friends, really. That's how it all started. Just from sitting in a bedroom, I guess each of us individually writing songs and then slowly coming together. That's how it all kind of started. And right now we've just released our second EP. And we just played in Brighton last night. We're playing in London again tonight, and then in Oxford at the Bully on Sunday. Just enjoying the release, playing the new songs, trying to play to as many new people as we can, just trying to keep it up, really. Yeah,
but I guess to circle back a bit, like, basically, Zin and I met through our girlfriends. Basically, they were they're best friends.
By the way, they're currently watching this in bed.
Yeah, they're currently sat opposite us. It's like Dragon's Den.
Right, so the girlfriends, and then you've kind of met and kind of gone, oh, you guys would really get on, and actually, and what, you're all writing songs together, and I guess sort of musically, you're all kind of from the same sort of point of view, that kind of sort of Britpoppy sort of indie sort of vibes, a Maccabees type thing. Is that would I be right in saying that?
I think we got a bit of a mix, didn't we, really? But I think the music that we write kind of like is a combination of all those different genres coming together, I guess. I think we all listen to lots of different types of music, but but that's kind of like where it all kind of comes together.
Yeah, brilliant stuff. And look, you've come fresh off a gig down in Brighton. Oh, just go through it, because paint a picture for us here on Breakfast Radio. We've got the husky voice. We've got the thinking is not quite straight there yet. I know, we've all been there. Trust me, we've all been there. Just go through the gig last night and kind of build a flavour of like last night to kind of people who are potentially coming to the Bullingdon on Sunday.
Wow,
that's a big question.
Well, it was a good gig, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a good gig. Yeah,
we played at the Pipeline, which is little kind of like attic venue just above a pub. And it was brilliant. Great little kind of punky venue.
Yeah.
We had two bands playing before us. We had Rabbit Hole, who were brilliant. Two bass and a drummer. They were fantastic. And then we had Unbarred, who are playing with us again on Sunday in Oxford. They were also brilliant. And it kind of it kind of summed up grassroots music. It was three bands playing in a little room with huge amps that didn't fit the venue.
Yeah.
And
Amazing.
Loud. We can't hear.
and it was great fun. Wasn't
It was really good fun, yeah. I mean, if you come down to Spire gig, you're gonna get anthemic, indie, Brit poppy kind of, also a bit moody. Like we like to start things off a bit moody,
Yeah.
and then we kind of really hit it hard going
I got
into it.
I got told to smile more last night. So
Yeah. Well,
Right.
I got turned to turn the bass up, which I never get told, so I was very happy.
Smile more. As long as you're smiling, you can turn the bass up to whatever you like. You're fine. That's amazing. So kind of okay. You mentioned grassroots, and look, you're chatting to us here on Get Radio. You're being part of our band week, which we massively appreciate, because the Oxfordshire music scene is amazing. There's so many incredible bands. The venues are kind of, I don't want to get into a depressing subject of kind of less and less venues and what have you. I kind of want to focus on the importance of the grassroots scene, because you're literally right in the middle of it now. You're doing those tours. You've painted such a great picture of playing upstairs in a pub with like ridiculously loud amps. I'm there. It's a sweat box. Everyone's having a great time, and that's kind of going to be the same thing a little bit with the Bullingdon as well. How important is it for these grassroots venues for people to come along and see awesome bands like you and just take the time out and, with the greatest respect, park their brain at the door and just go, do you know what, let's just have an amazing time tonight?
It's so important. It's the only way the smaller bands like us kind of can get anywhere really, is by people coming in and hearing our music, and yeah, you can listen to us online, and you should, but it's really handy if you come along to a gig, because that directly supports us. And definitely, like, Oxford is it's got an incredible music scene. So like, I grew up in Oxford, so I know it quite well. And yeah, it's just amazing. It's one of the best places for a band to be, I think.
and I feel like you can't really capture what a band's really like, what their sound's really like, what their their personality and their chemistry is really like, until you go and see them in a little room above a pub.
Yeah.
Like that's how it all starts. Like you look at any like great artist at the minute, and they've played those gigs, so that's why it's so important, because without them, there isn't those huge artists and those arena gigs and tours and all that. That's where it all starts.
I think, Rich, as well, like one thing anyone coming on Sunday will quickly learn is that we're musicians first and foremost, but close second. Yeah, that's debatable. But close second, we are comedians. So there'll be many a laughs had. So if you want a comedy and a night of music, then get yourself to the Bullingdon on Sunday.
Yeah.
Well, this is great. I mean, I'm not going to ask you to do any comedy now, because I'm worried about A, how hungover you are, and B, how it's going to be appropriate for breakfast radio. I'm sure it is, but we'll avoid that. Well, look, guys, you've been amazing. We're so happy that we can get you on this morning. We really appreciate you kind of being out until I don't even want to know what time you got in last night, and then coming on this morning. Which, thank you for that. We're going to play a song from the new EP, Deep State Dive. Just kind of explain the process of kind of getting to this song, what it is about, and maybe a bit of like your process that you go to. Are you kind of writing lyrics and then kind of matching up, or did the riff come first, or was this a tough one to put together, or was this an easy one? You just went, yeah, we can easily throw this together, and it just came out. What was the kind of process like with this?
I feel like, I mean, it's difficult to pinpoint, because I feel like our songwriting process is kind of similar across the board, but I think it kind of chops and changes ever so slightly. But I think this one was, I think the riff kind of came first, and we started kind of working lyrics along with that.
Yeah.
And then we were just looking for a chorus, and that kind of came kind of quite naturally.
Yeah, it's sort of that whole Zin had written the riff, and then from the riff, the kind of rest of the song came pretty quick, and the lyrics came pretty quick. It was kind of all, the kind of core of the song was sort of just written in like one session, if you like. Just
wow.
And it's kind of great, because sometimes you wrestle with songs, and you get you have parts that you like, and then you ditch them, and then you come back a year later, and there's so many. It can take a really long time to like get a song right, but when you write something that just kind of like rolls out like that, it's great because it means you don't have to
Yeah.
wait ages to write it. So.
And
Yeah, always helpful, isn't it? Always just like go, there we go. It's a great song. So I know we've talked about the kind of near future, and we're sort of really lucky that you got this gig at the Bullingdon, which is going to be an absolute riot from the sounds of things. A little bit sort of future. Where are we thinking? Are we thinking albums? Are we thinking sort of playing around a little bit more? What have you got on the horizon?
Wow.
Well, I think for the minute we're like enjoying the release, and
Yeah.
like I think we're gonna play as many gigs as we can between now and like Christmas time, and just really like push those songs out there. But I think we find that once we've finished something new,
stuck into the next
stuff
thing.
kind of naturally starts to come. So I don't want to say we got any like plans, but I mean, I think whenever
Watch
we've
the space.
whenever we've done it before,
Yeah.
other stuff's come. But we'll see. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that. That's a nice way to like finish it. Just go, look, watch the space. All right, this is great. Watch the space, guys. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. I will let you get some coffee, get some breakfast, maybe have an hour's kip or something. But thanks so much for joining us this morning on Band Week here on Get Radio.